Welcome to Civic Education for JSS 3. Today we study the economic rights of Nigerians, the rights that relate to economic well-being, work, and livelihood. What are economic rights? Economic rights are rights that relate to a person's economic well-being, their ability to earn a living, have a decent standard of life, own property, work in fair conditions, and participate in the economic life of the country. Economic rights are a category of human rights. They are part of the broader framework of rights recognized under both Nigerian law and international human rights law. Economic rights under the Nigerian Constitution. The 1999 Constitution addresses economic rights in two ways. Chapter 2, Fundamental Objectives, Section 16 to 17 Aspirational economic rights, goals for government, not directly enforceable. Chapter 4, Fundamental rights. Some rights in Chapter 4 have economic dimensions. Key economic provisions in Chapter 2. 1. The state shall harness the resources of Nigeria and promote national prosperity. 2. Government shall secure the maximum welfare, freedom, and happiness of every citizen. 3. Government shall promote a planned and balanced economic development. 4. There shall be no concentration of wealth or means of production in the hands of a few individuals or a group. 5. There shall be equal pay for equal work without discrimination on any grounds, Section 17, 3e. 6. Government shall provide adequate means of livelihood for all citizens. Economic rights under international law. Nigeria has ratified the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, SSCE, adopted by the UN in 1966. Key rights under SSCE. Right to work. Everyone has the right to work and to just and favorable conditions of work. Right to fair wages. Workers have the right to equal pay for equal work. Right to social security. Right to social insurance and assistance. Right to an adequate standard of living, including adequate food, clothing, and housing. Right to health, the highest attainable standard of physical and mental health. Right to education, free compulsory primary education, secondary and higher education progressively free. Nigeria has also ratified the African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Banjul Charter, 1981. The Banjul Charter includes right to work under equitable and satisfactory conditions. Right to enjoy the best attainable state of physical and mental health. Nigerian laws protecting economic rights. 1. Nigerian Labour Act regulates employment contracts, minimum wage, conditions of work, and termination. 2. National Minimum Wage Act sets the minimum wage for workers in Nigeria. As of 2024, the national minimum wage was increased to NGN 70,000 per month. 3. Pension Reform Act provides for pension rights for workers after retirement. 4. Employees Compensation Act provides compensation to employees who are injured or killed at work. Economic rights and vulnerable groups. Nigerian law and the Constitution pay special attention to vulnerable economic groups, women, right to work without discrimination, maternity leave. Children, protection from child labor, Children's Rights Act. Disabled persons, right to access economic opportunities without discrimination, Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act, 2019. Elderly, government shall provide assistance to the elderly, Section 17 of the Constitution. Challenges to economic rights in Nigeria. 1. High unemployment, especially among youths. 2. Poverty. Nigeria has one of the highest numbers of poor people in the world. 3. Poor implementation of minimum wage. Many employers, including some state governments, fail to pay the minimum wage. 4. Unenforceability of Chapter 2. The aspirational economic rights are not enforceable in court. 5. Inequality. Extreme wealth gap between rich and poor. 6. Corruption. Resources meant for economic development are stolen. Remember, economic rights equals rights relating to a person's economic well-being, ability to earn a living plus have a decent standard of life plus own property plus work in fair conditions plus participate in economic life of the country, category of human rights, part of broader framework recognized under Nigerian law plus international human rights law. Under Nigerian Constitution, Chapter 2, Fundamental Objectives Section 16 to 17, aspirational economic rights equals goals for government, not directly enforceable. Plus Chapter 4, Fundamental Rights, some rights have economic dimensions. Key Chapter 2 provisions: State shall harness resources of Nigeria plus promote national prosperity, secure maximum welfare plus freedom plus happiness of every citizen, promote planned plus balanced economic development, no concentration of wealth or means of production in hands of few, equal pay for equal work without discrimination. Section 17, 3. Adequate means of livelihood for all citizens. International law, SSCE, the International Covenant on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, adopted by UN 1966, Nigeria ratified. Right to work, just plus favorable conditions. Plus right to fair wages, equal pay for equal work. Plus right to social security, insurance plus assistance. Plus right to adequate standard of living, adequate food plus clothing plus housing. Plus right to health, highest attainable standard of physical plus mental health. Plus right to education, free compulsory primary, secondary plus higher progressively free, African Charter on Human and People's Rights, Banjul Charter 1981, Nigeria ratified. Right to work under equitable plus satisfactory conditions, right to enjoy best attainable state of physical plus mental health. Nigerian laws, labor ACT, employment contracts plus minimum wage plus conditions of work plus termination. Plus national minimum wage ACT, sets minimum wage, as of 2024 equals NGN 70,000 per month. Plus pension reform ACT, pension rights for workers after retirement. Plus employees compensation ACT, compensation to employees injured or killed at work. Vulnerable groups, women, right to work without discrimination plus maternity leave. Plus children, protection from child labor, Children's Rights Act. Plus disabled persons, access economic opportunities without discrimination, discrimination against persons with disabilities Prohibition Act 2019. Plus elderly, government shall provide assistance to the elderly. Section 17. Challenges, high unemployment, especially among youths. Plus poverty, Nigeria has one of highest numbers of poor people in world. Plus poor implementation of minimum wage, many employers including some state governments fail to pay. Plus unenforceability of Chapter 2 plus inequality, extreme wealth gap. Plus corruption, resources meant for economic development stolen. Thank you for studying civic education with us today.